Alright.
Good.
First thing you gotta do when you're working on air system, this is for Ram Rebel, I'm assuming they're all gonna be the same. Turn the key to the on position, then you're gonna have to go to settings. Suspension modes.
And any of these will turn off the auto leveling. So for now we'll do tire jack mode on, and it tells you what it's going to do. So this
Prevents auto leveling of air suspension while vehicle is on a jack.
Done.
Next, we're going to be changing out these back two air bags, air suspension bags. We're going to jack it up from here, lift it up. Then get the jack stands, put them up right here, right underneath the frame. Let the weight down onto the jack stands. That way we can change out the bags in the back. I'll show you after the car's lifted up. Next step is to break all your lug nuts free. Make sure you leave them on just in case when you're jacking the truck up or vehicle, it doesn't fall down and crush you. Now do the other side. Next step, put your jack stand underneath, match them up on both sides. Do not go under the vehicle, if at all possible, just in case something happens. Make sure they're matching heights, that way when you drop the car down, it's not a funny angle. So we're going right up here, right onto the frame. Already got the other one set up on that side. Now we'll lower it down onto these jack stands. Now we're going to lower it down on the jack stands. I absolutely hate this part. Make sure there's almost no room in between the jack stands and where you're setting it down, meaning the gap. Alright, we did it. Let's see this. Now what you'll have is basically the axle is going to be floating, and you'll be able to change out these bags. See how they're all the way extended now? So we just have it sitting up on the frame. Should come out pretty easy. I'm going to take the tires off. Taking both the tires off, getting ready for the next step. Alright, next step. You're going to be on the passenger rear back here. You got an air compressor that's going to be up here, and 2 nitrogen storage tanks that we're going to need to get to. So we're going to take out this whole rear well fender. They're going to pop out. You got either a push clip kind, which is right here, or you got some little hex head kind that are right here. So you take that out all along these. Then we're going to pop this out. Alright, this part should come off now. Yours will probably be dirty up under here, up in this area. I would clean that off before you put that thing back on. You're just asking for rust to form. This part's always a little tricky. Kind of want to pry it out from each angle. Bend it back. It's always that last bit. There we go. Good job. Always kicking my tools around. Alright. Air compressor's right there. All the airline hookups are right here. And then your storage tank is up here. There's 2 of them. These are the hook-ons to fill up your nitrogen system. And then on top of here, you'll see there's a little plastic clip. And then we can get this to focus. Right there is where your air connection is. So we're gonna on-thread that, pop it off, and then we're gonna push these clips. Let's see. You see how they kind of sit on? You're gonna push them back, and we're gonna slide this baby out. All right, next step, you need a 12mm wrench. We're going to be going up to the top up here. See if I can get it in here. To take off your airline. You're not going to get a lot of turn radius. I don't know how you want to word that, but you're only getting a little bit each time. So go ahead. We're going to loosen that airline, and then we'll be able to pop this shock out. Alright, at some point you're gonna break the seal. You're gonna hear it hissing. Let's see if you can't hear it. I'd just let the air bleed out. Give that, 30 seconds or so. It'll start slowing down, and then just back off the nut a little bit more. Alright, once you get the compression fitting off the top, you go ahead and you're going to push down. There's these little plastic tabs. Pulled the hose out of the way. Push those tabs forward, and you're going to have to hold down on the shock at the same time. It'll come basically right out. Decompress a little bit. Pull it out of there. There's the old one. And here's the new one. Now if you spin this, babe, you'll see it's shaped on an angle. Go ahead and keep spinning it. You seen that slit on the front? This is actually going to face towards the front of the vehicle. The slanted side goes towards the back. And then this also has 3 clips on the top, which are going to line up. It does come with its own compression fitting. On the other side, I just took this off. What you're going to want to do, if you don't have to, you don't need to change out the compression fitting. You need to check this O-ring, make sure it's good, then check all the threads on this brass. As long as nothing's messed up, you're good to go. The O-ring should still be soft. So you check that one, you can pull it right through this hole. Spin it around, feel the O-ring. You don't want to yank on the hose too much. As long as everything looks good and you clean it, I wouldn't use anything that might damage the O-ring, but just wipe it off, make sure it's clean, and you're good to go. So this one, go ahead and just set it in place. You'll see the front's gonna be turning a little, yeah, about that. But essentially you're gonna, the slit points towards the front. You're gonna line up these brackets, push it up into place, but first I would grab this hose and just start your connection by hand. It's always a good idea to do brass connections. Start them by hand, that way you don't cross thread them, because you can ruin them real easy. What I did with the other side, I'll show you real quick, is it came with some foam packaging. I just popped it up with that just to put it in place so I could start the threads. So we'll go ahead and do that. There we go, setting on the foam. Might be a little too much, might have to pull out one of these little foam pieces it came with. I'll go ahead and hold this for you.
Sure.
Just to give you a little more height. Thanks, baby. Now you go ahead and pull that compression fitting down, thread it by hand. Got Ray helping here. And once we get this in place, we'll go to the next step. After you get these in place, the clips aren't going to hold the best, but they'll hold them. You're going to have gaps because this spring's already compressed. Now you have to fill the system while you have weight on these. So essentially we're going to lift this back up, put the tires on, or have the weight held on the jack, and then we're going to fill the air system. So we'll go ahead and jack it up slow. You want to make sure these line up when we do that. Go ahead, baby. Just jacking it up. You can see how it's closing in on each side. I'm going to go ahead and check these and see how they're doing. It's going in place nice. It'll sit right on the outside of this. Go ahead, keep going. A little bit more. Alright, give me a second.
Okay.
It's on there pretty good. Other side, on there pretty good. We're going to go ahead and take the weight off of the jack stands just a hair now. Alright, just leave it there for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put the tires back on both sides. On the passenger side, I'm not going to put this wheel well flare back in, because we still need to get to this these two connections to fill up your air system with nitrogen. We'll be going over that shortly. But the other side, if you did take off the wheel well flare, go ahead. You can probably throw this in, then throw your wheel on, make your life a little bit easier. One side, cram this thing in here. Bend it back and just roll it into place essentially. All right. Good. Line it up, get the tire on. I normally grab it from the side of the tire, not the inside of the rim. Here, like this, babe. Here. Lug nuts on. Drop one behind it. You good, honey? Next step, you jack this up. Get the weight off of the jack stands. You can see how it's compressing. It's not lifting yet. All right, should be lifting here any second. Yeah, I'm off, babe. Go ahead. Just lift these handles. It'll drop the shaft. Go ahead and pull them out. Do the same to the other side. Alright, the last step, you're going to need a set of gauges, nitrogen tank regulator for the nitrogen tank. Can you hold these, babe? That air tank I was telling you about up in here. So there's two connections, basically two little tanks. You want to fill both of those. We've looked up different things, but we're doing about 180, 190 psi. You'll be able to see your psi on here. Set your regulator to just over 200. Slowly crack your valves, each valves. They have open and close. So only do one at a time. Open this one, then open this one after you're connected on. Hold these gauges. Give me the blue one. This is a quick connection. This literally just goes over the fitting. You'll know when it's on. You'll feel the difference. After you have it, what you think is on, in the closed position, try and pull it. If it doesn't come off, you're probably on. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. You're probably not gonna be able to see nothing. It's not the easiest to get to. You can't see nothing, just back up. So you'll see we're on now. So I'm going to open this valve, which is going to open the gauges to that tank, essentially. There you go. Alright, so we did that. You can see on the gauges, we're already sitting at about, the damn sun, about 180, if I could read this right. Yeah, right about there, 190. So I'm actually not going to add anything onto this side. I already did the other tank while the wife was busy with the kids. So that's that. To take this back off, you're going to go ahead and close that valve. Hold these gauges that I just told you to open. And then you're going to just grab the back of the quick connection and pull it towards you. Make sure your hand's nice and tight and just pull it off, just in case you get any little air pressure that pops out. You hear a small pop. This is just bleeding a little air out of the gauges because they're not the best gauges. I bought them on Amazon, they're cheap. Now you're basically done. We're going to go ahead and turn the system back on. That tire jack mode that we had on, we're going to turn off and see what happens. Alright, turning it back on.
Put it in the run position.
Run position on the key. And we're going to go back to settings, suspension modes, tire jack mode, off. Now you probably want to turn your car on, and then you might have to drive a little bit for it to reach self-level. There you go.